this is Jazz from Along the Way with J&J. Just wanted to do a quick video review of this little action cam that we purchased for taking with us on the road while we're traveling in Lady T. We had been looking at lightweight portable cameras for a long time, and we weren't quite ready to invest in a GoPro, so I did some research online and I found this camera, which is an entry-level camera. It's a Vivitar DVR 787HD full HD action cam, 12.1 megapixels. It has a 2.4-inch touchscreen, and we got it with some cool extras. So to turn the camera on, we have the power button right up here. So if we press on that, the camera will come on for us, and I apologize for the glare here. We do have a screen protector on it. So this camera really is easy to use, especially for the beginner. So you basically have three options which you can select on from clicking on this little icon up in the corner here. So obviously you have your video option, and you can change the date and time. You have your battery life down here, and then you have your playback button. Up here is where you would start recording, so you press this button here to record, and then press this button again to stop recording. Then if we change this option up here, this would bring you to a dash cam mode, and you can see the little car. So this would allow you to basically mount this on your windshield and take dash cam video. So this little person right here, this would allow you to change the way that the camera is oriented. So you can either hang it upside down from the windshield or keep it right side up. So you would just press on this to select your option, and then you'll have your playback again down here. And then click on this one more time, and it gives you a picture option. So it allows you to store tons of pictures on the micro SD card, depending on the size that you choose. Then on the side here we have our HDMI, our charging port, and the camera came with some extras that I'll talk about now, one of which we used just about a month ago, which was really cool. So let me shut this off. So right here we have a waterproof case, and I think most of the action cams these days come with some version of this. And you know, we were a little leery about actually sticking it in here and putting it in the water, but it truly is waterproof. So you just put it in like so, and it has a gauge around it, a little gasket rather, where you can see that it is completely sealed. And it has your buttons up here, so this would actually allow you to turn it on from inside the waterproof case, and then over here it would allow you to start recording. And then you can press this again to turn it off. So you don't have to worry about turning it on and off while it's in here. And even if you didn't have these options up here, you also have a remote with a Velcro strap that you could actually mount on to your arm or wherever. The only thing I don't like about this personally is that you can manipulate the camera from here once it's on, but you can't turn it on from here. Basically, once it's on, you can record, you can take a picture, and then you can turn it off. But when you press this button, it doesn't actually turn on the camera, which is kind of a bummer. If it was on, you'd actually see the little blue light down here, and we don't see that. So I'm not sure how much we're going to use this, but it's still nice to have. And then we actually bought a Monopod, which has a universal tripod mount on the bottom here. So if we take the camera out of this case, you can see that it has that universal connection. So we just screw it on here, and we, you know, walk around with it and extend it out. It does have a zoom feature on it, obviously, so we do have that option. And this little button over here, this would allow you to bring the screen back after it times out, because it does have like a power saving feature. So after, I guess, about a minute and a half, it will shut off the screen, even though it will continue to record. So as I mentioned in the text of the review, after using this for the summer, basically we have picked up on a couple of things that could be improved on this. The first one is that when you're out in the sun recording with this, it's almost impossible to see what you're recording. There's such a glare, and it's it's on and you know that you're recording because you can see your video after the fact, but you cannot really see it very well in the sun as you're recording. So that can be difficult to capture the area that you want. And then the other thing that we're a little concerned about, but it hasn't really happened frequently, so we're hoping that it's maybe just the card, is we've recorded some video and the files are there, but when you open them, there's no content. It's like 0 megabytes. So the file will be dated and timed for the video that you took, but there actually isn't anything in there. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We haven't done it yet actually, but we're going to format the SD card in here and maybe try another one to see if we experience the same thing. But other than that, we really like this camera. It was cheap enough. I had a little bit of a difficulty finding it, but we did locate it on Amazon eventually. It comes in a box that looks like this. So it actually states on the bottom here what you get with it. So here's the remote control that we looked at, the waterproof casing, and we did also get a helmet mount and a bicycle mount. Now I don't have the bicycle mount because it's actually still on my bicycle, but we do have the helmet mount, and I don't think I'm ever really going to use this, but it's still cool to have. And then probably about 2 months ago we went up to the trading post in Kittery, and this really hard shell camera case was on clearance, so I picked this up, and this is perfect. It basically fits everything that we need for the camera. So you see we have the charger here, and then what we do is when we're carrying it, we actually store the camera in the waterproof charger, and then I put the remote on the side, and then you can close this up, and it actually zips up quite nicely, and you can take that anywhere, bang it around, and you know that the camera is not going to be damaged. The other things that came in the box basically were your warranty card, a little booklet with some features, and then this image manager, which we haven't used. So that's it. We're going to continue to use this. I mean, we really like the portability, we like the lightweight. We're just going to basically use it until it breaks, I guess, and then maybe we'll invest in a GoPro. But overall, the Vivitar DVR 787HD has worked for what we need it for. And again, because of the difficulty finding this, I'm not sure how much longer this model is going to be available, because they do have a similar one, but it doesn't have the touchscreen, and we really like having the touchscreen on it. So that's it for this review. See you on the road.